Hello and welcome back to the NW Sportscast. The Mariners. What have we been saying all week long? Sweep the A's, sweep the A's, sweep the A's. What did we do? We swept the A's, and now the Mariners are in a prime position to win the AL West in the next 10 games against the two teams that are ahead of them. Big win today, 6-3 against the Oakland Athletics. Some good things, some bad things. Levi, what's your take?
Well, my take is that we needed to get the sweep. We got the sweep. This is what we needed to do. And the Mariners, I've had my doubts. I still have some doubts about specifically about the pitching, but we put ourselves in a position where if we go 7-3 in the last 10, we win the division. If we go 6-4, maybe not the division, but that's almost guaranteed to make the playoffs. And even 5-5 at this point, I think if we go 5-5 down the last 10 games, gives us a pretty good shot at the playoffs. So we've
Five
done
and
what we
five,
needed to do.
yeah. It depends what the five wins are against. If they're against the Rangers or
And it also depends on what the Blue Jays do.
yes, 100%, 100%. Yeah, the Mariners they do what they need to do against a bad team, but a bad team is not, it's not a pushover. The A's won 2 or 3 against the Houston a week ago. This is, you can lose games against teams like Oakland. At the end of the day, these are MLB baseball players. So, you got some veterans in here, you got some young guys trying to earn a contract. They're not gonna go out down without a fight. And you go in and you win. You win 3 games. There's very easily you could have lost 1 or 2 games, but you didn't. You went in, you do what you need to do. I cannot express that enough. The job was to sweep. You swept. You put yourself in a hole against the Dodgers where you kind of had to sweep and you swept. Unfortunately, the Astros and the Rangers did win today, which is kind of, disheartening because we would have a playoff spot if one of them lost. I don't know how the Blue
We
Jays,
do because we're tied with Texas.
but they have a
Oh,
tiebreaker.
they do have the tiebreaker.
But
So
again, the tiebreaker, like it might not matter depending on how we play. The Blue Jays also won. So hey, we kind of needed to win today because everyone won, which is definitely not a great thing. But when you look at it from the fact, if we lose, we drop a game against all of those teams. This was a really big one. But the Mariners play the Rangers on Friday. They do not play tomorrow. It's their last day off until the playoffs if they make it there. So yeah, we'll see. We got the Rangers for what, 3?
Rangers for 3, Astros
Yeah.
for 3, and then at home, Rangers for 4.
Yeah.
Unless
Okay,
I
Levi.
mean, unless we get swept in one of the first two, then the Rangers for 4 last season of the series. That's gonna be
Huge.
so huge.
I wish I was there. I really
Yeah.
do. I'd be
What
going.
what sucks is that my girlfriend, who doesn't even like baseball, she's gonna get to go.
That's crazy. That
Like, come
sucks.
on. And I'm down here with the Padres, who did just win their 7th game in a row, but they're 5 out of the wild card, so they're probably not going to make it. But the
Yeah,
Mariners, we are very much still alive. Give me your prediction, Drew. Game 1, it's going to be Dane Dunning against Bryce Miller. Who's taking game 1?
okay, I'm gonna go really quickly. Rangers take game 1. Rangers take game 2. We take game 3. Then we go into the Astros.
Okay.
And we win 2 of 3 there. So what does that put us at? That puts us at 3-6, going into the last, or 3-3, going into the last 4. And then Thursday at 6:40, it's home, correct?
Yeah, home.
Home. I think the Mariners find a way to win there. They lose Friday, and then they find a way to win Saturday. And I think everything hangs in the balance on Sunday. I really do. I
So
think
you think
that's
it's coming down to the last game?
that's the game where you either go, what is it, 5-5 or 6-4, and that's the difference. That really is 5-5 or 6-4. Do you win 3 or 4 against the Rangers? I say they do. I really do. I think they get it done. I think they win 3 or 4 against the Rangers in that last 4 games at home, packed house. Julio Rodriguez has been playing out of his mind. Our pitchers play really well in big spots. Where they struggle is against teams with not that many fans, that are kind of empty ballparks. Not much expectations. But when everything's on the line, you see what George Kirby does against the packed a packed Orioles stadium. He throws 9 scoreless. You see what he does in the playoffs last year. He what throws 7 scoreless. I mean, guys are made for these type of moments, I think, and I think they win on Sunday, and that'd be crazy.
So the Rangers, they play the Angels when we play the Astros. So if they sweep the Angels, then they still end up making it over us, even if we win those three. So we have to hope that the Angels can get a couple wins against
Angels will get a
Texas.
win. Angels will get at least one.
And then the Astros, they play the Royals, who are terrible. But the Royals did beat us a couple times. And then they play the Diamondbacks in the last 3 games of the season while we're playing the Rangers. So if they sweep either of those teams, so we're rooting for the Diamondbacks, we're rooting for the Royals, we are rooting for the Angels, and we're also rooting for the New York Yankees because they're the guys who play the Blue Jays at the end of the season. So a lot
Yeah,
of other teams that we need to root for.
the Diamondbacks will still be fighting for a while, like a better wild card seed or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. Well, with that, I think we got to wrap this one up.
yeah,
But great analysis and go Mariners. I think they can get the job done.
yeah. Go Mariners! Come on, everyone, go out support the M's. Let's get this thing done. Let's go to the playoffs.